Now, let me start with Mr. Mballow. Well, you may be presidential advisor for, I guess, politics or youth
affairs.
Youth affairs.
Matters.
But then, of course, you are aware of the current state of security, let's say fears of security problems in the country. Not long ago, we learned about double homicides in Busumbala. That is absolutely strange by all standards. We also had, as recent as a few days ago, that the new immigration border post that was opened in Gunjur had been attacked by armed men, and that led to injuries sustained by members of our security forces posted there. Plus, of course, a number of knife, attacks in Burfut not long ago. A young man was, wounded through stabbing, and then the police had an operation where they rounded up. And of course, we are aware of the police zero tolerance to crime, criminal activities. That's already ongoing. We actually invited the police to be in the studio with us, but last minute they declined. That the PRO was also busy on something else. Now, Mr. Mballow, let me ask you, as presidential advisor, okay, you may be aware of certain measures or certain reactions or certain policies or concerns, that the government at the level of the president may have about this kind of development. Because when they happen, what people normally think is, come on, what is the state of our security? Where is the government? What is being done? Although, of course, like I said, there is a lot of measures being taken by the Gambia police responsible for internal security, but the impression that people are having now is not enough. What's the stand and your perspective on this? How can we tackle this?
First of all, Mr. Cham, thank you very much for inviting me here to this brunch program.
Yeah, we miss you.
Yes, I know. The last time I came here I met with Madi Jobate and also Nyang Jai. We had a very interesting program. According to the feedback that I received.
Okay.
Again, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
In regards to what you have just said about the nation's security and also the recent incidences of homicide that has happened in the country, it is unfortunate that they happen, and we really regret it. The government, I'm not the government spokesperson, but I also cannot exclude myself in the government. So therefore, I must say the government, I know their position, that they regret it, and they have expressed their sincere condolences to the families of the damaged.
Exactly.
Now, Mr. Cham, we all know, Gambians should know that this country is developing. This Gambia will never be as it used to be in the 70s, in the 60s. I'm saying this because of the devices, the facilities that we have today, the internet, the media. We are not present in the 60s, we are not present in the 70s.
And even in the 80s.
In the 80s. Now, people are aware. Criminals also are developing. Just like United States. Do you know how many homicides happen in Canada, in the United States, in Germany, in a day? These things are not new there, because they are used to it. You see somebody will come into a room with his gun and rob the house, kill the whole family. So my advice to Gambians is that let us be prepared to face this type of, because the country is developing. All I can advise is, if you say something, if you see something, say something. The police cannot be every place at all time. They cannot be. It is practically impossible, just like elsewhere in the world. But what I'm advising people is, let the people be vigilant in their environments. If you see somebody whom you have not recognized, any movement that you don't recognize, somebody who is suspicious, alert the police. Tell them this is what we are seeing. If you hear a big noise, a quarrel in a compound, at your neighbor, you don't need to go there and involve yourself in the quarrel. But you have the right to call the authorities. tell them, I am here, my next neighbor, there is a big quarrel over there.
Yes.
The police will come and find out. They will come and say, hello, we are here, we heard that there is noise. Is everything okay? Before it gets bad. That's how people conduct, make sure that they reduce crimes in other areas. And Gambians here, let us stop this attitude of, it's not my business. You hear something, you see somebody beating a girl, you see somebody doing something wrong, you say, it's not my business. It's the next compound. The world is no longer like that.
Yeah, no.
It's a global village. The world is a global village.
Okay.
Don't allow your neighbor to be in trouble while you are comfortable. The next time it will happen to you. And we cannot blame the police for these crimes. These crimes happen in the compounds. There is no police station. There is no police station at the place where this Mendy murdered this school girl in Busumbala.
Well, we have